My child, do not turn away from these words. If you push this moment aside, it will not come back for a long time. The pulse in your chest that just quickened is proof that you still hear me, that your soul still knows my voice. In less than 10 seconds, you will understand why heaven interrupted your ordinary day to reach you right now. Your guardian angel moved beyond every rule to make sure this message touched your eyes and ears. They used the one emergency call allowed in your lifetime, because what you choose to do in the next few minutes will echo into tomorrow's answers. Stop everything else for this moment. The notification can wait. The distractions can wait. The world can wait. 3 people were marked to receive this call today. 2 already turned away. You are the 3rd, the last. If you ignore this message, it will move to someone else within 90 seconds, and 7 years will pass before a moment like this returns. Do you feel that pressure building in your chest? That strange awareness stirring inside you? That is your spirit remembering me. This isn't coincidence. No algorithm caused it. It is divine timing breaking through walls of resistance to reach you when it still matters. 12 hours ago, in the halls of heaven, your name was spoken aloud. The accuser presented a list of your failures, pages thick with missed moments and half-finished prayers. Every time you said, "I'll try later," was counted. Every time you reached for your phone before reaching for me was noted. The case against you was closing. But then, your guardian stepped forward and pleaded mercy. They showed what no one on earth saw. The tears you hid, the nights you whispered prayers no one heard, the times you stayed kind when pain wanted revenge. Heaven listened. The gavel paused, and I said 4 words that changed your story. Give them another chance. This, right now, is that chance. You have underestimated who you are. You've believed you're ordinary, but darkness sees something else. Forces that hate light have followed your bloodline for generations, because they know what happens if you ever wake up to your purpose. They've tried to exhaust you, to fill your mind with noise so you never notice the battle raging in the unseen. That's why peace has felt so distant. You've been fighting without realizing it, but I have seen every struggle, every sigh, every tear. 43,000 moments of pain and perseverance are recorded in heaven's books with your name written beside them. That is not random. It is proof that heaven has been watching and waiting for your response. You have treated me like an afterthought, like a spare plan you reach for in emergencies. The world taught you that I am far away, but that lie has robbed you of peace. I am closer than the air you breathe. Every heartbeat is borrowed from my rhythm. Every idea passes through my awareness before you speak it. You've forgotten who I am. You've turned me into routine and ritual. But I am the voice that spoke galaxies into being. I hold the atoms of your body together. I know how many hairs fell from your head this morning, and I counted them. That is how close I am. You live as though I am optional, yet I sustain your existence. You've mistaken my patience for permission and my silence for absence. But I am about to show you that I am still holy, still powerful, still the beginning and the end. Remember Saul, who had everything until pride made him rewrite my instructions. He offered half obedience and called it worship. When fear of people became louder than reverence for me, my spirit departed. His story ended not because I stopped loving him, but because he stopped listening. You are walking that same edge every time you choose convenience over calling. I gave you freedom to choose, but you keep using it to chase everything except me. I am not a part-time refuge. I will not accept scraps of devotion. I want the best of you, not what's left after you're tired of the world. The culture around you has made me casual, a name tossed around without weight. But I am the fire before which angels cover their faces. Mountains tremble in my presence. Seas split at my command. You treat me like a companion when I am the creator. You have lost the awe that births wisdom. And yet, even now, my love for you burns with a force beyond comprehension. I pour it out gently so it doesn't consume you. Don't mistake that restraint for indifference. I have loved you since before the first sunrise. Your name existed in my heart before the earth existed beneath your feet. Listen carefully. This is where everything can change. Over the next 72 hours, I will send you 3 clear confirmations that I am speaking. The first will come within 6 hours. Someone you haven't heard from in years will reach out and unknowingly speak to your private prayer. The second will appear tomorrow. An unexpected opening where you thought the door was forever shut. The third will come on the 3rd day. A surge in your body, warmth, relief, healing, or strength that proves heaven has intervened. But there is a condition. For the next 3 days, seek me as if your life depends on it, because it does. Wake up at 5:55 a.m. sharp. Before your feet touch the ground or your fingers reach your phone, say these words aloud. I choose you above all else. I surrender my plan to your purpose. I am listening. Then sit in silence for 7 minutes. I will speak. You'll recognize my voice by the peace that follows. Remove 3 things that have been draining your spirit. You already know what they are. Apps, habits, voices that feed distraction or comparison. Empty your soul of clutter so I can fill it with clarity. Send a message to the first person who comes to mind and simply say, I've been thinking of you. You don't need to explain. That message will remind them that heaven hasn't forgotten their name. Every act of obedience on earth shakes things in heaven. When you choose me over ease, angels move. When you obey despite fear, chains break that you'll never see. But every time you delay, you hand the enemy permission to interfere. That's why your peace has been fragile, why relationships have cracked, why joy has felt faint. Your neglect has created open doors, but grace is offering a reset. Not because you earned it, but because I love you more than reason allows. I love you even knowing how many times you'll fall again. But love calls for a response, and silence is no longer enough. Hear this story. A man named James almost ignored this message. Something told him to listen. He followed the instructions, though logic mocked him. Within 3 days, a door he thought was shut reopened. His job called back, doubling his pay. But the real miracle was hearing my voice for the first time at dawn. That encounter changed him forever. Another soul, Maria, ignored her moment. She thought she could wait. Within months, what she built fell apart. She is rebuilding now, but time lost cannot be restored. Grace has seasons. Doors eventually close. And there was David, ready to end his life. He watched this message first. He reached out, and the warmth that filled him broke the darkness. Today, he helps others who stand where he once stood. Obedience saved his life. Heaven is watching you now. Angels assigned to your journey hold their breath. The great cloud of witnesses leans forward to see what you will choose. Will you treat this like every other message that stirred you for a moment? Or will you recognize that this is the divine interruption your spirit has been waiting for? Even the prayers of your ancestors are still echoing in heaven, pressing for this moment. Your breakthrough will ripple across generations not yet born. But nothing moves if you remain passive. Now is the decision. Type 777 as your sign of agreement, not because the number is magic, but because obedience creates alignment. It's a declaration that you're done treating me as optional. When you do, unseen systems shift. Blessings that waited for your yes begin to unfold. And share this message with exactly 3 people, the 3 whose faces just came to mind. 1 cries in secret. 1 is close to giving up. 1 doubts that I still care. You are the messenger they've been praying for. Do this, and heaven will confirm it was me all along. If this message moved you, pause and like and comment so this word reaches someone else who needs to hear it. The spiritual window that allowed these words to reach you will close soon. Once it shifts, it won't open again for 7 years. 7 years of wondering what could have been, or 1 moment of courage that changes everything. You can keep surviving, or you can step into the version of yourself I've been waiting to reveal. The choice is now, not later. Later is an illusion. Now is power. Choose me now. and I will unfold my presence in ways that make your past look pale in comparison. Choose me now and watch the impossible bow before you. Choose me now and finally know what it feels like to live fully alive, deeply loved, completely known, and unstoppable in purpose. The countdown begins. 30 seconds. Heaven watches. Hell trembles. Angels stand ready. 20 seconds. This is your turning point, your awakening, your divine appointment. 10 seconds. Type your declaration. Share with 3. Choose me. 5 seconds. Everything shifts. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the beginning of what heaven has been waiting to release into your life. It has already begun. And don't forget, subscribe and share this word so others can step into their moment too.